The hollow men. We are the hollow men. We are the stuffed men, leaning together, headpiece filled with straw. Alas, our dry voices, when we whisper together, are quiet and meaningless, as wind in dry grass or rat's feet over broken glass. In our dry cellar, shape without form, shade without color, paralyzed foes, gesture without motion, those who have crossed with direct eyes to death's other kingdom, remember us, if at all, not as lost violent souls, but only as the hollow men, the stuffed men. Eyes I dare not meet in dreams. In death's dream kingdom, these do not appear. There the eyes are, sunlight on a broken column. There is a tree swinging, and voices are in the wind singing, more distant and more solemn than a fading star. Let me be no nearer in death's dream kingdom. Let me also wear such deliberate disguises, rat's coat, crow skin, crossed steps, in a field behaving as the wind behaves. No nearer, not that final meeting in the twilight kingdom. This is the dead land. This is cactus land. Here the stone images are raised. Here they receive the supplication of a dead man's hand under the twinkle of a fading star. Is it like this in death's other kingdom? Waking alone at the fore when we are trembling with tenderness, lips that would kiss form prayers to broken stones. The eyes are not here. There are no eyes here. In this valley of dying stars, in this hollow valley, this broken jaw of our lost kingdoms, in this last of meeting places, we grope together and avoid speech, gathered on this beach of the tumid river, sightless unless the eyes reappear as the perpetual star, multifoliate rose of death's twilight kingdom, the hope only of empty men. Here we go round the prickly pear, prickly pear, prickly pear. Here we go round the prickly pear at 5 o'clock in the morning, between the idea and the reality, between the motion and the act, falls the shadow, for thine is the kingdom. Between the conception and the creation, between the emotion and the response, falls the shadow. Life is very long. Between the desire and the passion, between the potential and the existence, between the essence and the descent, falls the shadow. For thine is the kingdom, for thine is life is, for thine is this is the way the world ends. This is the world ends. This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, not with a bang, but a whimper. The poem narrated by one of the hollow men shows us a bunch of hollow men are leaning together like scarecrows. Everything about them is as dry as the Sahara Desert, including their voices and their bodies. Everything they say and do is meaningless. They exist in a state like hell, except they were too timid and cowardly to commit the violent acts that would have gained them access to hell. They have not crossed over the river Styx to make it to either heaven or hill. The people who have crossed over remember these guys as hollow men. One hollow man is afraid to look at people who made it to death's other kingdom, dream kingdom, either hell or heaven. The hollow men live in a world of broken symbols against a barren setting filled with cacti and stones. When the hollow men feel a desire to kiss someone they are unable to, instead they say prayers to broken stones. The hollow man continues to describe his vacant, desolate surroundings in which are no eyes. The hollow men are afraid to look at people or to be looked at. Finally, he begins with a nursery rhyme modeled on the song Here We Go Round the Mulberry Bush. Except instead of a mulberry bush, the kiddies are circling a prickly pear cactus. The speaker describes how a shadow has paralyzed all their activities, so they are unable to act, create, respond, or even exist. He tries quoting expressions that begin, life is very long, and for thine is the kingdom, but this too break off into fragments. In the final lines, the mulberry bush song turns into a song about the end of the world. You might expect the world to end with a huge, bright explosion, but for the hollow men, the world ends with a sad and quiet whimper.